In a small village surrounded by lush greenery and chirping birds, two sisters, 13-year-old Amina and 9-year-old Zawadi, lived a life of silent suffering. Their father, Mzee Bekari, remarried a woman named Shida after their mother's sudden and mysterious death. Shida's arrival marked the end of their childhood joys. The sisters were forced to toil endlessly, fetching water, cleaning, and cooking from dawn till dusk. Amina tried to shield Zawadi from Shida's wrath, but her small frame and tender years made it impossible. At night, the sisters clung to each other, whispering prayers to their late mother for rescue. They hoped that one day, justice would prevail and their lives would return to the love-filled days they once knew. Shida was a woman of striking beauty but a heart as cold as stone. She never missed a chance to demean the girls, calling them burdens and accusing them of being the reason for her misery. Her words cut like knives and her punishments were severe. Mzee Bekari, blinded by love, failed to see the pain in his daughter's eyes. Shida's cruelty extended to denying them proper meals while she and her children feasted lavishly. Despite their suffering, the sisters' bond grew stronger, their love for each other a flicker of light in their dark world. Their resilience became their silent rebellion against the woman who sought to break them. One fateful evening, after a particularly brutal scolding, Amina decided she could no longer endure the silence. She resolved to find out what happened to their mother. Her intuition told her there was more to their mother's death than Shida's dismissive explanations. Amina began to secretly ask the village elders about her mother's last days. The fragments of information she gathered hinted at foul play, but no one dared to speak openly. The whispers only strengthened her resolve. Amina knew she had to uncover the truth, not just for herself and Zawadi, but to honor their mother's memory. Zawadi's innocence often shielded her from the harsh realities of their life, but one day, while cleaning Shida's room, she stumbled upon a hidden box. Inside were letters from their late mother to Mzee Bekari, filled with love and hope for their future. Alongside the letters was a mysterious vial of powder. Zawadi, though too young to fully understand its significance, sensed it was important and shared her discovery with Amina. Together, the sisters pored over the contents, piecing together fragments of a story that hinted at betrayal and deceit. News of Amina's inquiries reached Shida, and her anger erupted like a storm. She accused the girls of trying to tarnish her reputation and threatened them with expulsion from the house. However, the whispers of the villagers began to grow. Many had long suspected Shida of wrongdoing but lacked proof. The village elder, Babu Jumo, approached Amina with a warning and a promise: truth will always find its way. Be patient, child. His words, though cryptic, gave Amina the courage to continue her search for justice. One night, as Shida slept, Amina and Zawadi sneaked into her room to search for more clues. They found a faded photograph of their mother with Shida, the edges burnt as if someone had tried to destroy it. Confronted with the evidence, Shida woke up and, in a fit of rage, revealed bits of the truth. Your mother was weak. She didn't deserve the life I have now, she spat. The sisters fled in terror but now had confirmation that Shida was hiding something. They decided to confront their father, knowing the risk but determined to uncover the full truth. Mzee Bekari overheard the confrontation and was shaken. He began to notice the bruises on Amina and Zawadi, the hollow look in their eyes, and the whispers of the villagers. For the first time, he questioned Shida's stories. He demanded answers, but Shida evaded his questions, her demeanor turning nervous. Bekari's doubt grew, and he decided to investigate quietly, seeking answers from those who had known his late wife. Babu Juma revealed to Amina that he had seen Shida arguing with her mother the day she died. Though hesitant to come forward, his words strengthened Amina's resolve. She realized the truth had to be brought to light for justice to prevail. Together with Zawadi, Amina began gathering more evidence, hoping to build a case strong enough to break through her father's denial and expose Shida's lies. Armed with evidence, Amina confronted her father. Mzee Bekari was reluctant to believe his beloved wife could be a murderer, but the mounting proof forced him to listen. His denial began to waver as the diary's words echoed truths he could no longer ignore. Shida's facade started to crumble under the weight of the accusations. The village elders called for a public gathering to address the matter, and Shida's resistance faltered. In the village square, surrounded by a crowd of onlookers, Shida finally broke down. The evidence, the testimonies, and the piercing gazes of Amina and Zawadi were too much to bear. Tears streaming down her face, she confessed to poisoning their mother out of envy and desperation. Her words silenced the square, leaving the villagers in shock and Mzee Bekari devastated. She begged for forgiveness, but her actions had left scars that could never fully heal. Despite the pain, Amina and Zawadi chose to forgive her, not for her sake but to free themselves from the burden of hate. Their courage and resilience inspired the village, leaving a legacy of justice and hope for generations to come. The elders deliberated over Shida's confession, torn between justice and mercy. While some called for her exile, others saw her remorse as genuine. Ultimately, they decided she would work to repay her sins by serving the community. Shida was tasked with rebuilding trust, while Amina and Zawadi found solace in the villagers' support. Mzee Bekari, shattered by the truth, devoted himself to making amends to his daughters. He worked tirelessly to rebuild their trust and offered them a future filled with love and support. His transformation became a beacon of hope for the family and the village.